So let's get into this. It's a Lenovo ThinkCenter, pretty nice computer. It has an Intel Core 2 Pro. Let's get into it here. You just push these buttons on the side and raise the top. And one thing I noticed it's been around for a long time. It's kind of dirty. It's got a little bit of dust built up here, so we're going to blow that all out too. But we got to take some things apart here to get to the motherboard. So let's just put this to the side for now. This is the hard drive, so we're just going to pull that back and lift it up. Unplug the cables there. Pull that out. And we're going to put the hard drive off to the side. Put the hard drive off to the side because we are going to be putting that back later. So now, here's the motherboard, but we still got all this stuff in our way. So let's see. And that lifts up nicely out of the way. Okay. Might not be able to get them all of that. I'll have to get just a regular screwdriver and get them out. The old Craftsman screwdriver. This is actually a cooling fan. This ain't power supply. The power supply is back here. Power supply is over here. This is a cooling fan for the chipset. So let's put that there. So now let's take a look here and see if we can see what the problem is. I think it's right here. Right there. I think that's it. That capacitor. But we still have to get the motherboard out. So what's holding that motherboard in? Looks like it just slides back. And lifts up. Look at that. And that's how you get the motherboard out. Now we're going to go after this capacitor right here. Right here. If all the cameras can see that, that capacitor right there is what we're going after. Might want to take a piece of sandpaper and go over this a little bit to make sure that it's clean. Now that's pretty good. Now we're waiting on that to warm up. We're going to turn this over and see if we can find out which one it is. Oh, that's pretty easy. Okay, so it's this one right here. This one right here. So I got to heat those up, take the solder sucker and suck the solder off of those without messing up anything else on this board. So now we're going to see if we can get that solder off of that. Now I need to let it cool off a little bit. But what I did notice is when I was doing that there is a plus and a minus on that. And I don't see, okay, I see how they do it. So that was on that side. So this gray line here, right here, goes on this side where the gray part is right there. This has to go in this way. It is directional, so it has to go right like that. So now we're going to see if we can feed this back through the same two little holes if they're opened up enough. And I'm telling you, that was a job getting that out of there. I'm going to see if I can get some of that solder out of them holes to make it a little bit easier. And that cleaned that one out. Whew. They must have used some kind of industrial type of solder when they did that. So now I got the new one in there. Woof! Son of a gun, that was some work. It's got me sweating. Now we got to just put just a little tiny bit of solder on those two things right there. Okay, now I think that's it. We are finished with the soldering gun. Okay, we're finished with the soldering gun. We're going to let that cool off a second. We're going to clip these two ends off right here, as close to the board as we can get them. And that is finished. So now we got the whole thing back together. Okay, so now we're going to put the computer back together and clean it up. Yeah.